Hey guys, today we are in the BSF with one of the best group of England. Sorry for my English accent because we are with the Ting Tings from Manchester. Hey, hey
Hello.
guys, how are
That
you?
was good.
Thank you for this interview because you spend lots of energy on your concert. Are you tired or it's okay?
A bit tired, but takes about half an hour and then we're back again, ready for another show.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And you chose Belgium for your last concert. Is it an hazard or something? Why did you choose Belgium?
I don't think we chose it as our last show for, anything specific. Just that on our, when you route a tour, when you kind of put a tour together, it was really cool because we fly all the time, but we were able to drive some of the European festivals and see some, like we drove from Venice to Budapest, we drove from Budapest to Brussels. We've been driving a bit. So it's been really cool to be in Europe for the last festivals, and ending here is like, I don't know, it's like in the centre of Europe really, so it's really convenient to be here.
Before this interview, I went to your website and I discovered a thing. I can't stay any more than 5 minutes on your website because my eyes were. Is it a link between the website and your album, Super Critical?
Yeah, we made like the website and the artwork for the album kaleidoscopic. We called the album Super Critical, and it was very influenced by like late 70s, early 80s. So that whole druggy, kaleidoscopy kind of thing. You know what? We made the album in Ibiza, and so we picked all the artwork when we was partying in Ibiza. Probably
Okay.
now when you're sober and you look at it, you're like, ah. But at the time, it felt good.
Can you explain more the title of this album?
Yeah, the title is after a strain of weed called Super Critical. We were kind of like, it was in the studio and it came with the packaging and it looked really good, and Katie really liked the word. So she was like, I've got to write a song super critical because it has a lot of meanings. And so that's really how it started. And then we wrote another song called Green Poison, which was another strain of weed that was on the side. I know it sounds a bit juvenile, but and then being in Ibiza as well, we've been really influenced by dance culture and music. We knew we couldn't make an EDM album. That's not our style. So we were like looking at really great disco kind of tracks, like Katie said, in the late 70s, particularly in America. And that kind of inspired us to make this album, which has got a little bit more soul and a little bit more disco groove to it. When we play live, we've got like a lot of energy. We wanted to make a record that was like a little bit of swagger to it, so we got inspired by all this stuff, and being in Ibiza obviously with dance music, and so it was kind of like a cooler record, I think.
And so you have three best tracks. The first one was That's Not My Name. All the group has his own best tracks. And do you think it's possible for your next album to do a better hits?
I don't know, because we never want to write another That's Not My Name or anything that feels similar to it. And it's really weird because in different countries, they know different songs of ours. Like, if you go to Japan, it would probably be like Great DJ and Hands, and probably not so much That's Not My Name. So it's weird when you go to different countries, they like different songs, but I don't know. We're never going to do a better song than That's Not My Name because it was one of the first songs we wrote, and it was a definite time in our lives when we were growing up, and it was like a song about feeling very unconfident and then trying to find your confidence and fuck you, and that whole kind of it was quite just a moment in our lives. But I think we'll definitely write lots of different types of songs, that some of them may be better than That's Not My Name in their own way, but our worst nightmare is trying to sit down and just write the same type of song all the time. As people that love to be creative, it's just the most boring thing.
Okay, so we hope
so. Sorry.
And maybe do you have some exclusivity? What you're gonna do this next month? Or you can say that?
We don't know yet. We're just seeing what comes out. We've always done that on each album. If you notice our albums, they all sound completely different to the album before it. So God knows what we're going to do. We go in the studio and we play things and write songs, and we generally find a sound and then fall in love with that and take it somewhere. Jules keeps trying to make us make a country record. You keep saying to everybody we're making a country record, but I disagree.
It's gonna be fun.
It's not country. It's kind of like using technology, like electronic music, but using like a country attitude where you have like acoustics and stuff. It wouldn't sound like a country album. Nothing. Every time we decide we're going to make an album, it's like we got really influenced on the second album by Beastie Boys. We're in America quite a lot, and we got really into hip hop and like early hip hop, 80s hip hop. It's like amazing sounds, and we kind of launched ourselves in Berlin. Songs like "Hang It Up," you can hear that's got like a little bit more of a hip hop influence, and they're the sort of songs we wrote while we spent time in New York, and then we went back to Berlin, and we wanted to include hip hop into our sound. And what we do is that we kind of fall in love with the sound, and we go like, we're going to make a hip hop album, but we're not very good at it, like, because we're not hip hop artists, but we love it. And so we try to kind of imitate it for like a couple of weeks, because like we're not hip hop artists. And then we make a record that has some sort of influence, like "Hang It Up," boom, 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 it definitely got a hip hop groove, but we can't do any more than that. And then we kind of generate a whole thing on top of it. So it's really weird. It kind of becomes a hybrid of two kind of sounds, really. If we were to do, like Casey, if we were to do the same punk sound every album, I think we'd just get so bored of like being in the studio. So it just keeps us fresh and feels like we're challenging ourselves.
Okay, thank you for all this information.
You're very welcome.
I hope you will appreciate the beer, and I'm sure we're gonna appreciate your next album. So
Thank you.
Thanks, Cathy, Jules, very thank you.
Thank you very much.
You say just a word to BIM, you say bye.
BIM, bye BIM.